Welcome, Gemini. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do your fourth quarter reading for 2022, including the months of October, November, and December. I have laid out the cards. I'll clarify and finish off with an oracle card. But before I get started, I wanted to thank you for your likes and your subscribes. And because I get many likes from you, which is a wonderful confirmation that you're enjoying the content, I would ask you, if you're liking my videos, if they're resonating, if you find them useful, to consider subscribing, which will help my channel to grow, which is something I greatly desire, to offer more readings to more people. So I thank you for that, and especially the comments, the donations, your shares. It is all inspirational, and I feel greatly appreciated by you for doing something I love to do. So thank you for that, and let's get started, Gemini, with your overall energy for the last quarter of the year. The Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands shows you confident, determined, passionate about something you greatly desire. You're like a train moving towards something that is absolutely predetermined in your heart. You are clearly communicating your needs to others, and the attractiveness, the magnetism of your presentation is drawing resources and people and assistance to you so that you are able to manage that, delegate those responsibilities, and manage that obedience, that compliance, that devotion that you are inspiring others. You're motivating them to follow, pursue this goal with you, and you are absolutely undeterred and clear that you are in your power, and what it is that you are deserving and worthy of is absolutely determined to become something that you are able to achieve at this time. So it's a beautiful card of feeling good, looking good, bringing harmony, peace, beauty, and motivating passion in others. So the Page of Pentacles for October, the Four of Wands, and the Judgment card. There's a very strong cultural and spiritual foundation that you are realizing in October. You are benefiting. I see this card as a wish fulfillment. So October sees you not only receiving a wish fulfillment, but recognizing the abundance in your domestic environment and the absolute perfection and celebration of that moment. I actually see you planning a celebration, planning a way to inaugurate or usher and make public this foundation, this center, this domestic environment, this cultural and spiritual foundation from which you can grow. And that is part of your response to the call from Spirit as you are clear about your purpose, the purpose you've consciously selected to practice on this planet for the benefit of humankind, is clarifying not only your role, but a larger plan, a bigger picture. And you now have an opportunity to bring all of your relationships, all of your opportunities, all of your pathways to abundance are experiencing a renewed opportunity for growth. This is you growing something better and stronger than before, where opportunities for this domestic happiness, this cultural community of intimates may have been unrealized in the past. You are having a chance to grow it again, better and stronger, understanding that not only is there a larger plan in which you are playing an active role, but there is a purpose for all of those involved. And you're resonating and celebrating that confluence in October in a beautiful way. In November, we have the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. So in November, I see your community responding to this wonderful celebration of abundance and the desire to grow and expand your operations of business, your relationships, your physical foundation. The Seven of Swords is a bit of a wake up and recognizing that everyone may not be happy by your happiness, by your success, by what you've created or built. And in many ways, you experience that as part of the wealth of options that emerges from this center, this establishment, this foundation that you've grown and celebrated, you've made public in October. You're overwhelmed by the many opportunities, the many connections and options that have come before you as a result of this. And among those options, among those experiences, among the benefits of this is exactly that. Also the criticism, the gossip, perhaps the misinformation, people coming to you with opportunities that may be false, that may be misdirected, miscommunicated, misunderstood. So the management of the information that you may be gaining in November, it's important that you consider the source, that you pick your battles, that you recognize in the past where this may have stopped you, may have been an obstacle to you. That is no longer the case. Instead, you are very carefully managing that information, that communication that comes to you. You're managing the discussions that are rising out of this unique opportunity, this foundation that you've built. You're managing that, and again, you are able to discern the difference between the emotional response, joy, abundance, appreciation, and the questions, the queries, not all of which are intended to invalidate what it is you've created. Many are truly the curiosity of others that want to know more. However, you're getting very good at managing that, at discerning the difference, and managing the information as a way of gathering more intel about what it is you are building, what it is you are creating from this this foundation that you are establishing in your life. In December, we have the Three of Wands, the Chariot card, and the Seven of Pentacles. You're definitely striking out on a new path, and it's so interesting that the Four of Wands, the celebration of this new foundation, this new growth, this platform from which more growth and expansion can occur, comes before the Three of Wands, which is you now building on top of this foundation. This is you recognizing that this is continues to grow and expand through the various queries and information that you're able to gather in November. This is actually stimulating you to recognize corrections, improvements, new connections, and new tests into the waters of this new development, this new journey, this new enterprise that you're undertaking here. So you're growing that, you're testing it out, and you're adding to it. You're moving, you're continuing to let the growth occur. And you are doing this again with the ultimate confidence of the Queen of Wands in the beginning. Whatever challenges, whatever conflicts exist in your environment, you are able, through the power of your ability to detach yourself from your emotions and make determinations based on what comes from your heart, what you know to be correct for you, authentic to who you are, is allowing you to synergize that energy into a forward, victorious motion. This is you moving rapidly and quickly towards the goals that you are establishing in October. And ultimately, this is all part of the process in which you have 3 sevens. This is you assessing what it is you've created, looking and evaluating at the ways you work and the rewards you receive as a result of your efforts. This is you recognizing you can be working smarter, not harder, but that you really are on the right path for you and you are manifesting the practical tools and steps to your abundance. I'm going to clarify the Four of Wands in October with a Hierophant and the Eight of Cups. You are outgrowing a situation that has served you well. You are learning and growing. You are desiring more information and greater opportunities to teach others what you're learning. So this thing you're building feels very much like it might be a kind of training, a kind of educational program, a way in which you are a program in which you impart information, show ways in which you've achieved something and how others can do the same. But that community you are growing out of through your efforts to learn and teach, and through your recognition that there is more meaning, more significance for you, a new mountain to climb. So as you establish this firm foundation, you are now prepared to move on to new emotional foundation, new emotional growth. And this is difficult because of the many ties that you have with this community. But in October, you recognize you are seeing your growth and your progress and acknowledging, honoring your desire for more meaning. The Seven of Cups in November is clarified by the King of Pentacles and the Devil card. Many of the choices that are coming to you in November as a result of what you are establishing, what you have set in place as your spiritual foundation, is a recognition that you can choose and have chosen things that met the expectation and needs of others. It is not that you're dispensing with that, but you're turning around that prospect so that the ways in which we were taught to seek abundance and prosperity, safety and security, stability in our lives, are choices that resonate to a greater degree for others than for ourselves. Gemini, this is something you're overturning. You have already proven your ability to manifest the abundance that you need and want. The resources there, you are mastering. You have mastered that process. You have complied and fulfilled a traditional role of wealth gathering, stability, security in your life. And you're now overturning the prospect in which others come first. Your obligation is to the community, to the society, without honoring yourself primarily. This is where you're now recognizing the fulfillment of your own security, your own abundance and prosperity is what enables you to be that resource, to be responsive to the needs and desires of others. And you are now defining that on your own terms. Although you are tempted, part of the offers that are coming to you in November are very traditional, may look like something you've done, something you've accomplished, but something you're very good at. And I am not sure about the way you're going to go in November, but you're very aware of the choice before you and you understand the difference. In December, we have the King of Wands, the Chariot clarified, and the Ace of Swords. So yeah, this is exactly what we were seeing in November, in December. You are choosing your passion, yourself, illuminated by the truth that you now understand about the role that you've often played in the past, Gemini. At this point, you are consumed by your passion, your heart, your authenticity. What you know resonates for you is what you now understand fuels and leads the charge towards putting this community, this relationship, this environment to rights. This new opportunity that is a revisiting, a redoing of something that was not successful in the past is now empowered by your passion. It's also empowered by your practical mastery of the material environment, your abundance, your wealth, drawing that to you, securing a fruitful environment that you can be generous with. But more importantly, now is a vision, is a fire, is a passion for the truth. And you are understanding that this new opportunity that you're moving towards is assured of success because it comes from your desire, your need, your passion, this fulfillment of the wholeness of who you are. Great success in December, and I'd love to know what that is. I'm going to finish up, Gemini, with an oracle card from the Language of Flowers, and the Crystal Oracle. I have a flower, the Peruvian lily, and the key word is strength. More effort will get you what you want. I'm going to leave it here, Gemini. I thank you so much for the beautiful reading, and until next time, Namaste.